So obviously, if this is the initial phases of sadness or depression or
is social media,
yes,
right? We look at others' life from just single lens. We don't know what's happening behind the lens.
because you're constantly comparing
Exactly.
yourself with other people, right? There, in that the nice lenses these apps have these days. Everyone looks perfect, right?
Yes. Should be sensitive, right? Looking for these signs of stresses, and a person who you might think is undergoing depression.
Hello, everyone. We're opening up a conversation today, which has touched most of our lives, indirectly or directly, mental health, right? I have Babs here with me, and we're going to have a discussion about um, what is mental health, why is it important, what are the ways we can help others and help us ourselves to deal with emotions, to be resilient, to not judge others but still help them. So we are just having a discussion about it. So we are not experts, but we are having a little conversation to kind of help the community, help each other, help people who might need some advice or some inputs. So Babs has been a psychology teacher, psychology and biology teacher, and she has had experience with high school kids, and she's experienced and advised, and she's a great friend, So Babs, welcome today.
Thank you, Sanjana. How are you?
Good, all
Doing
good.
good. Yep.
Enjoying summer, right?
Yes.
Nice day today. And Babs is a very sensitive person. I've always felt very connected with her, and we have had very honest, very honest conversations about things. We are not going to give solution here. We're just having a thought-provoking discussion, and sometimes it's the questions we are like openness of the questions. We're just talking about it, and then there won't be any conclusions, but
First step is talk about it.
let's talk about it. Yeah.
And that's what we have seen growing up, that a big stigma attached to mental health, right? So I think this is something we should talk about. And the more we talk about it, the more awareness people have, right?
Yeah.
The more help we can provide, the more open we will be, isn't it?
And it might heal also when you're listening. Someone who is dealing with any sort of
Acceptance, yes.
any sort of stress or any sort of depression might should be able to feel that I'm not alone in this world.
Exactly.
I'm not the only one who has these feelings.
Acceptance comes to my mind, right? So if I feel accepted, that's my first step towards healing, right?
Yes. Yeah.
So, yeah.
Right.
Yes. Yeah.
So, yeah.
So, Babs, in your experience, what do you think depression is? Like, does it show in the person when you meet a person, or is it like?
There are signs, Sanjana, which I think we often ignore, right? Say, when I talk to my high schoolers or anyone, say you, okay, are you excited for your day-to-day activities? Okay, so everyone has their own baseline, to be very honest, right? You may be an introvert person to start with, to begin with, but that baseline has you. So have you always been in your shell? But if, say, you were outgoing, but now you don't want to participate in, gatherings, or you do not want to, you just want to stay home, maybe. and maybe you were a good planner, but you don't want to plan anything. So these are certain signs, right, which are I think, again, these are my thoughts too.
So something out of normal that
Exactly.
you've been doing
Right.
for
Yes.
over, let's say, 5, 6 years or 10 years, and things are changing for whatever reason, right?
So my psychology book says, how do you differentiate between normal and not normal behavior is when it's affecting your daily life,
Yeah.
when it's affecting your functioning.
Okay.
If you are in summer break enjoying your sleeping in, perfect. But are you sleeping in because you're avoiding things? Are you sleeping in and you don't want to leave? Right? So that introspection is needed.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So that's a slight difference.
But sometimes if the person, I would say, like if the person is going through something, they may not want to come out of it themselves, right?
Yes.
Because they are in it, and now it's
Yes,
hard to.
yes.
What do you do? You don't know what to do, right?
Yes.
So what to do in that
that's-
situation?
that's
I always
when,
worry
yeah.
about someone who is, even family is there around,
Yep,
but
yeah.
there's no communication happening or something.
Yeah. See, again, it's not environment, it's you, that you have to consciously come out from the whirlpool you're getting sucked in, right? You as, and that's what it. That's why we are having this discussion. Importance of letting everyone know this is normal, right? It's accepted. It's nothing which you are not the only person who are dealing with this. If you talk, you will find others. But how can you take those conscious steps? Okay, just drag yourself out, push yourself out. That first push will lead to greater results.
Yeah.
Right? Just leave everything, go out for 10 minutes walk or 5 minutes walk, right? Whatever you enjoy, right? Or maybe sit alone, meditate when you're not thinking anything, or maybe just get a hobby, just scribble something on a paper, right? I see what has worked a lot with some of my students is writing about their thoughts, which is for them. Okay, nobody's going to read them. Okay, there I had a colleague once, she told me, if you're ever upset, go in the restroom and shout out. Shout, right? And if you're, say, disturbed with your, say, boss, they say, okay, Miss Z, tumhe maaf kiya, right? So it's kind of just you need to vent out. And as such, with human beings, we need that connection, right? Vent it out and then go to a trusted person, talk to that person, right? If it's hard to find a trusted person, then make video blogs. You are yourself your friend, right?
Yeah.
Have that feeling. You will always be there for yourself. Make those video blogs, or maybe write on say slips, right? And throw it in the backyard, or throw it in your pool, or just burn it. Okay, so have that outlet, that venting out, that will help.
That's a great idea. Instead of, let's say, if someone is going through stress or depression, now they don't want to share with others because they don't have the confidence that it will stay with the other person. Then write it down, journal it, and if you're scared that some might read it, just dispose it off in a nice way, so there's no one can access it. At least you're out with your emotions, right? And then if you can find somebody you can trust, that's good. But sometimes it's
I
hard,
also
right?
advise some of my high schoolers who go through their daily stresses, right? High schoolers time, it's very stressful time. बच्चे homework भी कर रहे हैं,
Assignments and
college applications भी कर रहे हैं, बाहर की activities, community service. So what I advise them is make a jar, which is feelings jar, okay, and write down in one day, right? Say like for today, one thing that happened good to you.
Okay.
And you will realize when you sit at the night, you will realize कुछ तो अच्छा हुआ होगा आज. Maybe Sanjana smiled at me. That's the best thing happened to me, right? See, look at you, right? and just write it down.
Yeah,
Or
something.
maybe I went out for a walk and I find I saw a dog, I helped the dog.
Yeah.
So what will happen is, in your down days, in your gloomy days, just open the jar, pick that up, and you will instantly go back to that scene, and you will realize that it's not all bad, it's not all gloomy. It's just that when we are going through that phase, everything looks negative, but it's not, right?
Yeah.
So hope and the good feelings, maintain an account of your good feelings, your
Yeah.
things that happened, and burn your sad feelings, right? Do it. So
So obviously, if this is the initial phases of sadness or depression, or if you feel it a lot, then obviously you have to
yes.
see a doctor,
Yes.
because there must be some chemical imbalance. Also, it's
neurotransmitters,
like
yes.
it's like I think we should. I sincerely believe that there's a physical body that we have, and there's a
Yes.
mental part also, right? And there is, it's, how like when we have, some people have high cholesterol example,
Yes.
or
Oh,
diabetes,
perfect,
right?
yeah.
You have to take medication
Yes.
to fix it. So even mental, sometimes it can be dealt with, all this,
Yes.
we call it at home remedies, right? Writing down, or stuff like. But if it's like you're feeling too much of it, then it could be chemical imbalance, and there's nothing to be ashamed of.
True.
It could just be a simple medicine, and obviously, you have to see how it's. The doctor will see, the effects, the good and the bad, and they'll balance it out somewhere, right? But I feel like these are the home remedies in the beginning stages,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
That you can, day-to-day stresses that you said, right? Like if there's work related, or
Yes.
job related, or things like school related, right?
Oh, yes.
Assignments.
One thing I'll add here too, which is happening now, it's not the latest trend, but picked up, is social media,
Yes.
right? We look at others' life from just single lens. We don't know what's happening behind the lens.
Yeah.
I see so many high schoolers and others too, right?
Yeah.
In that mad race, take screen detox time.
Yeah.
Right, think back, look at the bigger picture, right? That's just a keyhole you're looking at someone's life. It's not true.
Yeah.
Okay, so those are certain things which I have observed are common causes of stress, like we said, daily stresses, and the social media, and social media often leaves you feeling lonely. I don't know whether you agree.
Yeah. Because you're constantly comparing
Exactly.
yourself with other people, right? There, and that the nice lenses these
Yeah.
apps have these days. Everyone looks perfect, right?
Yes.
And you're constantly comparing your life with other person's life, and that wasn't there before.
True.
Now I feel like, yeah, you're right.
I think our parents had their own fair share of stresses, but now this new generation with social media has added on to that already existing bucket.
already existing,
Right. So, but I would say, as outsiders too, we should be sensitive, right? Looking for these signs of stresses, and a person who you might think is undergoing depression, right? And I think our sensitivity as their friend, as their family member, as their colleague or community member, it's needed. Okay.
Yeah.
So without having that judgment, तेरे को फिर तो उदास है, right? All these statements, they really hurt deep.
Yeah.
Okay. So I was talking to one of my friends. She said, you may say something, right, but you don't know a person who's going through that emotional roller coaster, what do they hear, right? So you saying is not equal to what they hear.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So hence your sensitivity from your end is also needed. You're not there to fix them. Everyone has their own journey, right? Everyone has their own way. Everyone is unique, right? So that means you can only be there without judgment, without speaking at times too.
Sometimes
right?
just being there.
Just messaging, I'm thinking about you, is enough.
Yeah.
right? Or maybe do you need do you need food today? Is enough,
It's
right?
enough,
We
yeah.
are not correcting it. We are not going to fight their battles, right? So
Yeah. And two individuals, even if in the same family, could be completely different to different phrases also, right?
Yeah.
Like some people say something, but the other person might misunderstand, right?
True.
So
Oh yes.
it's just like a generic statement, like, okay, do you want to go out or
Yep.
something? It's like just shows that you care, but you're not basically saying anything that, why are you sad today or something like
Or
that.
just pick up their favorite food,
Yeah.
right? And
Yeah.
treat them with some, say, good ice cream or something.
Yeah.
That will go a long way.
So no judgment, that is important, right? And then I like that you said about social media, like the detoxic,
Oh yeah.
switch it off, put your phones away.
It's difficult.
For
It's an
some
addiction
time.
that
I
also
know.
goes in your neurotransmitters, which you were talking about before, right? So it's difficult, but then where you have will, right, you can do it. So if you want to, definitely you can achieve it. We are so strong. We are human beings. Come on,
Yeah.
right? That's why
Yeah.
superior race. So
Yeah.
try, take the first step, and you will be where you want to be.
For those of you who can join us in person, there you can always put in our chats and the chat under the video, and it could be a discussion that we can do ongoing about this topic, because there's no perfect solution. Like, we don't have a solution for it, but we are just opening out the questions here.
Yes.
So that we are accepting it as our modern society, that
Yep.
there are going to be stresses and maybe increased stresses, and
Or maybe write down that what worked for you. Maybe
yeah.
we don't know, right?
yeah, and
So-
we can help each other as human beings
Exactly,
dealing
yeah.
with the increase of stress. And I understand social media has its benefits too, but then how to keep it in the
Yeah.
best
I'll say we
balanced
are
way, right?
connected through social media, but still lonely. It's kind of irony, isn't it? So it does had benefits. Now we know our school friends,
Yeah.
back from say elementary level.
Yeah.
But still, we don't know who's around us.
Yeah, and we know what's happening like instantly. Like before, we used to wait for newspapers to read what
Yeah,
happened,
yeah.
right? Now, instantly, if anything happens, and you can take the measures to protect yourself. Any of those things, but it is important that our discussion must go on. It's a continuous discussion, and we are not giving solutions here. We are just talking about it, and maybe we don't even there is no solution, but it's little efforts,
It's not
right?
a single solution that works for all, I will say.
Yeah.
Right? Everyone should work out the things that help them. Right? Maybe for you, it helps to be with friends, be with a big group. Maybe for me, I want my downtime. So
Yeah.
everyone is different. So be you,
Yeah.
figure out what works with you, right? And hence work on your mental well-being.
Yeah.
Right, as important as it is to stay healthy physically, I think your brain controls your physical health too.
Which also is important. When you talked
Exactly.
about routine, I think that
Yeah.
was a good thing, because if you have a good routine, like little bit exercise or a little bit of whatever works for you, walk, or just like a little, not doesn't have to be big,
Elaborate, yeah.
elaborate or going.
Yeah.
If you can go to a gym, whatever, it's okay. You do whatever you want to, right? Like, but again, we are having a good discussion, open discussion is very important in this field, in today's world. I feel like this is the key. And please feel free to put in the chat, maybe we all come up together and bring some solutions, or we help each other get out of all this, right? Thank you, Babs.
Thank you, Ram.
If you wanna talk about anything at all, then you know who to call. Just tell Sanjana. Tell Sanjana. Tell Sanjana. Tell Sanjana. Just tell Sanjana.